What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're less than a week from the NBA draft. In yesterday's video, I asked you guys, comment some rebuild suggestions. I had 2 people comment to do a Miami Heat rebuild where we got a 3rd star. I have no idea who we're going to get today, but I decided to, take those 2 comment suggestions and go ahead and do this, getting a 3rd star Miami Heat rebuild today. Just like these 2 guys, if you guys want to go ahead and comment down rebuild suggestions up until we get to the draft, I'm definitely more than open. Right now, kind of have an empty slate. I really don't know what I'm about to upload every day. Like, usually I always had an idea, but now it's been kind of just like, I don't know what I'm going to upload today. So if you guys want to go ahead and comment some suggestions, go for it for sure. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, let's go ahead and do this Miami Heat getting a 3rd star rebuild today. Miami Heat are in a pretty interesting position if we're, being honest with ourselves, because they have Jimmy Butler, who's 32 years old, Bam Adebayo, and then they also have some other young pieces, but they just made the finals 2 years ago in the NBA bubble. Now, some people would say, arguably, that they got lucky, and, if it wasn't for the bubble, they would have never made that run. Maybe a home crowd wouldn't have helped them, but then this last year, obviously, they got swept in the 1st round by the Milwaukee Bucks, who eventually went on to go win the championship. So the Miami Heat are definitely, in for a trip this offseason. Now, they're definitely going to be aggressive, I imagine. I don't know who they're going to get, whether it's a Kyle Lowry, a Dinwiddie, or a Kevin Love, or whatever it may be. I think the Miami Heat are definitely going to be interested in getting someone out there. Oladipo was supposed to be the guy, but Oladipo's injury history has just not been good lately. When he was in Indiana, when he first got to Indiana, probably would have been the ideal player that Miami Heat were looking for, but unfortunately now he's just not that guy. It's almost like the meme, you're not that guy, pal. And maybe Oladipo could come back, definitely be healthy and be good for this Miami Heat team, but for now I'm not relying on him being the 3rd star. So obviously we're trying to get someone outside of Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. How we're going to do that today, I'm not sure yet. Whether it's going to be via trade or via trade finder, I'm not quite sure yet. So we do have some, interesting salaries here, because we have Goran Dragic's $19 million team option. Then we have Andre Iguodala's $15 million team option. So if we were going for a free agent, I think it would be smart to decline both of these. But if we were going for a trade, it would be smart to actually accept these. So I don't know if I want to make a decision on this yet. So do we want to go for someone via trade, or do we want to sign like a Kyle Lowry or Dinwiddie or whatever it may be? I'm not even sure how much salary that Miami have in cap space. I think they should have like enough to sign. I think they have enough to sign Kawhi. We could go for Kawhi today, and that would be fun. But I think I've done a Kawhi Miami Heat rebuild before, so I don't think I'll actually go for that route today. So don't expect me to get Kawhi Leonard today. But as far as somebody else, ideally what I have in mind is a guy like Dinwiddie, or maybe it's Kyle Lowry, like I already mentioned. I mean, we're going to keep looking for sure. Just kind of look to see what else might be available to me. Maybe we go for like a Malcolm Brogdon from the Indiana Pacers. There's a lot we could go for here. Definitely a lot. I'm not going to go for our usual Ben Simmons. The Damian Lillard rumors have been out there, obviously, even though they're not true. There's Bradley Beal. That one could be fun. Maybe we go for that, but I'm just not sure the Miami Heat have the assets to pull a trigger, for the Wizards to pull a trigger on a trade like that. So I think we're definitely going to be kind of going for the, either Kyle Lowry or Dinwiddie route, which I've kind of already spoken about twice now. So I think Malcolm Brogdon would be cool as well, but I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to decline these team options just because I think free agency might be our best route. Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn are both 2 obviously restricted free agents the Miami Heat would care deeply about, so we'll definitely extend both for those. But the Miami Heat know they need to get better. Maybe even Chris Paul. I didn't even think about Chris Paul. So if we were to, okay, so we're 5, yeah, we have money. So we could go for Chris Paul. So that could be something, Miami would be interested in, and I could definitely see that. So if Miami could find a way to get their hands on Chris Paul, I'm sure they would do it. I definitely am not opposed to maybe signing him today. There's DeMar DeRozan as well. But, and if you think about it, do you really want a team of DeRozan, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler on the same floor together? That just does not sound like a good idea. The spacing would just be terrible. So John Collins, Atlanta extended the qualifying offer. I imagine he'll be back in Atlanta, or who knows, maybe some team overpays him. I don't think the Miami Heat will be that team, though. Conley, that definitely is an interesting one. I could see that happening. Drummond obviously is not going to get that much money in real life. Dinwiddie is one, though, I do find very interesting, because I think Dinwiddie coming off an injury and an expanded role could be very, very good. Now, I don't know if he's going to be an all-star, but I think he could definitely fill like a really good void for you. So like $18 million for 3 years isn't too bad, and that would honestly give us the ability to sign someone else as well. So Dinwiddie, although you wouldn't consider him like an all-star, I still think he's a very solid player and definitely could very much help this Miami Heat team. So I kind of like the idea of Dinwiddie here. They're 28 years old. And I think I'm going to do that. I don't get Dinwiddie a ton, and I just kind of like the idea of Dinwiddie here in Miami. So we're going to go ahead and sign Spencer Dinwiddie, and that results in us renouncing Iguodala, and we have to renounce Goran Dragic as well. And it looks like we have to renounce Victor Oladipo as well, which is fine. Like I said, I don't expect the Miami Heat to be, you know, relying on Oladipo, you know, for him to be the guy the Miami Heat are going to, you know, be able to get over the hump, I should say, if I could speak correctly. Damn. Okay. Words are hard sometimes, but Dinwiddie is our point guard now. So we have, right now, Tyler Herro. We have Jimmy Butler. No power forward right now. And then we have Bam Adebayo and Precious Achiuwa. Obviously, Achiuwa has been kind of a rumor of a lot of trades, and we could still make one, but we still have money in free agency. We should, you know, to be able to sign someone else. So Oladipo is still an option. So that's nice. I don't know if it's because sometimes 2K glitches and you still have the bird rights, so that could be cool. But power forwards right now, we have Paul Millsap, Kelly Olynyk, Rudy Gay is an option, Frank Kaminsky, Otto Porter. So, you know, Otto Porter actually wouldn't be too bad at the power forward spot, definitely. You know, you're kind of ideal 3-and-D player who is 6'8", so definitely wouldn't mind that. Obviously, Hassan Whiteside is not going to come back to Miami. Is there anyone else in free agency that's kind of worth our, it? Not really. I don't really see anyone else. Oladipo, I mean, if we really wanted to give him another chance, we could run up the shooting guard, and then we could technically trade Tyler Herro and Precious Achiuwa, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, or whatever they want to do for someone else. We definitely could do that technically for a power forward. You know, maybe go for Kevin Love, but I don't think you would trade all that for Kevin Love, obviously. But there is that option. There definitely is that option on the table. So, or we could sign Oladipo and then trade him for something else. There's always that option. So, I think we're going to go ahead and sign Oladipo. Maybe to like a 2-year deal. Probably 1+1, just because I feel like, you know, a team doesn't want to be too tied into someone who hasn't been able to stay healthy lately. So, Oladipo, for better or for worse, he's going to be our point guard / shooting guard right now. I'm probably going to move him to shooting guard just because we have Dinwiddie at the point guard right now. So, right now we have a backcourt of Victor Oladipo, Spencer Dinwiddie, and we could run this and maybe hope it works. That would be, you know, kind of, you know, fun to watch. But as far as our power forward right now, we could sign a Doug McDermott, we could sign a Nicholas Batum, and one of those guys could just be, you know, that fine, you know, be able to do it for us. But I, you know, do see the world where the Miami Heat would trade Tyler Herro and guys like Precious Achiuwa and try to get someone big via the trade market. So what I think I'm going to do for now is I think I am going to sign Doug McDermott. Just because he's the best power forward option on the table right now. And then it looks like we don't really have money elsewhere other than that. So Doug McDermott. And I always do like to get Dwayne Dedmon in the first year just because he goes up like crazy. And Duncan Robinson is getting an offer, so that's awesome. I actually love that he just got an offer because we could choose to either trade him or keep him. And we got Dwayne Dedmon as well, I believe, right? Yes, we did. Okay, so Dwayne Dedmon, going to move him to the backup power forward role at a 7-9 overall. So now we have a decision to make. So do we trade Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, and Achiuwa for something, or do we keep one of the two? We definitely need a power forward because, you know, Doug McDermott's cool and all, but do we really want to have him be the starter? Not really. So, or we could trade for a shooting guard as well. So I'm going to go ahead and look, you know, via the trade market. Go ahead and see if I can find another piece to this puzzle that I think would work for us. And let me see if I can find one, and hopefully I can go ahead and grab another star here in Miami. In real life is probably pretty slim, but getting Siakam here in Miami would be a lot of fun today. So I'm going to go ahead and trade Oladipo, KZ Okpala, 2 first-round picks, and Tyler Herro for a new starting power forward in Pascal Siakam. So our new roster is going to look like this. We have Dinwiddie, Duncan Robinson at the 2, obviously a very good shooter for the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Doug McDermott, Dwayne Dedmon, and then we have Bam Adebayo and Precious Achiuwa still. So yeah, I kind of like the combination of what we got going on right now. The only other thing that we could do is we could probably move Doug McDermott to the backup small forward just because we have Dwayne Dedmon as a backup 4 right now. And obviously, other than that, we just kind of wait for Kendrick Nunn to come back. And that was our big move. So, essentially, the third star was Siakam. You know, Dinwiddie, you could consider him a star. But at the end of the day, Siakam is more of a star than I would say Dinwiddie because obviously Siakam's been an all-star before. So, this is the new lineup we have with the Miami Heat. So, I think it's an interesting team. I think it's a team that could compete in the East. And is a win-now aggressive type move. Obviously, Miami doesn't want to be complacent with how old Jimmy Butler is getting. So you want to be aggressive. So that's what we definitely did this offseason. Would the Raptors accept that trade? Probably not. But I just kind of wanted to do it for some entertainment purposes today. So we're going to go ahead and throw out untapped potential. Although he is pretty OP in this game as it is. We'll throw untapped potential at Precious Achiuwa just to make him even more OP. Power ranking lands us at number 4. So with our new lineup, we have Dinwiddie, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Siakam, Bam Adebayo, Precious Achiuwa, Doug McDermott, Dwayne Dedmon, and Kendrick Nunn. I mean, if you look at the front court of Siakam and Bam Adebayo, that honestly is pretty scary. I love the idea of that. Proficiency-wise, we're 4-star in grit and grind, and we'll probably just leave it there. We could go to a balance, but Miami probably fits the grit and grind culture, so we're going to go ahead and leave it there. We're going to simulate this first season and hope for the best. So shot tendencies, Jimmy Butler. Obviously, we're going to boost that up. Jimmy Butler's shot tendency is always pretty bad in this game. Siakam, going to have that up quite a bit, and then Dinwiddie, Achiuwa. Achiuwa's shot tendency is kind of off the charts, really. It's really not necessary for it to be that high. And then we'll have Siakam, Dinwiddie shoot some shots as well. So we're going to go ahead, though, and simulate this first season. Hope this Miami Heat team can make some noise in the East, and let's see if we can go ahead and make it back to the playoffs, and this time hopefully make a deep playoff run and not get swept in the first round. First season, I'm pretty disappointed because we didn't even make the postseason, which is just really unfortunate. Sixth man of the year goes to the Toronto Raptors, Victor Oladipo. Non-defensive player, Claxton most improved, and Stan Van Gundy. Coach of the year, so yeah, I'm definitely disappointed. This team I thought should definitely make the postseason, but they didn't. Where he went 41-41, did not make the playoffs. So 23 points from Jimmy Butler, 17 from Dinwiddie, 17 from Bam Adebayo, and 16.5 from Pascal Siakam. So yeah, definitely a disappointing finish. I think this team would probably end up making the playoffs in the East, if you ask me. Maybe it's just a little bit of a fluke simulation. Sometimes that happens in 2K where you just don't get lucky at all. And that's what I'm talking about. The Knicks going to win the championship. It definitely was a fluke simulation. No disrespect, Knicks fans. But hey, they got Chris Paul. Maybe it wasn't. Chris Paul back-to-back NBA Finals, but this time he won. So draft lottery time. We definitely have a huge offseason ahead of us with what just went down. So unfortunately, we're not going to have draft pick here, though. So I think what I'm going to do, though, is I wouldn't do it in real life, but I am going to go ahead and fire my Eric Spoelstra. I know that just seems very disrespectful, but, I mean, we just didn't make the postseason, which is quite annoying. So not saying that it's Eric Spoelstra's fault at all. Just maybe a change of scenery at the head coaching spot would maybe do some good. So we'll go ahead and sign a new head coach. We'll grab assistant coach in Kenny Atkinson. And also, I wanted to say that that was kind of a rumor as well. Anyway, that Eric Spoelstra may not be the coach for. I think it was a rumor that the Blazers were potentially in on Eric Spoelstra if he ended up being a head. I don't know. It was some weird rumor, but obviously I don't expect that to happen in real life. But as far as a different assistant, I'm not seeing that great of assistant. So I guess we'll just go with Kenny Atkinson. I don't really know what else to do. So Kenny Atkinson will be my head coach. So new staff here in Miami. Let's go to the draft now. Here we go. So for the NBA draft, we have no draft pick, right? We have a second round pick that's not going to do us much good. So player options, Jimmy Butler declines. Achiuwa are going to accept. Qualifying offers, Kendrick Nunn is a free agent again. And then obviously we kind of want to sign Jimmy Butler back. That would, definitely be a huge loss if we lost him. Yeah, paying Jimmy Butler this much money would probably be detrimental to the team in real life, but since we're on 2K, it doesn't, matter a whole lot. Kendrick Nunn, I'm going to go ahead and give him a contract as well. We'll sign these two guys, obviously bring them back. We'll bring back Kendrick Nunn. And then we should have somewhat of a, hefty, or we should have a mid-level that we can use. So we need a backup power forward or a backup shooting guard. So, or a starting shooting guard even. Eric Bledsoe. And then there's Daniel Tice, Rudy Gay. Okay, so, I mean, Eric Bledsoe usually is, I guess, solid. Be at least a backup. I'm not expecting him to be a huge starter or anything. And we can go ahead and sign Dedmon to a one-year deal as well. Might as well. So we'll go ahead and sign Dwayne Dedmon to a one-year deal. And that is going to be we're just going to basically run it back. I'm going to go ahead and, go out on a limb and say that last season was kind of a fluke. There's no reason why we should have missed the postseason, and hopefully this team ends up actually making it this time around. But, maybe we get unlucky again and don't make it. So, nice seed though last year. Hopefully this year we're a lot better, and hopefully we get to where we should be. And then training camps, we're going to go ahead and throw untapped potentials around because obviously we have 3 of them this time. So, we're going to throw one probably at Siakam, just kind of show this man could do it again. Precious Achiuwa, throw one at, who's becoming better for this team. And then last but not least, we could throw it probably at Dinwiddie, I guess. So we'll go ahead, run it this season. Power ranking lands at number 6, so we're pretty highly rated. But last year that didn't matter. So I guess the only other thing I will do is move this to a 9-man rotation. And then proficiency wise, we're 4-star at 7 seconds. So hopefully this team ends up making the playoffs this year. It would be very disappointing if we didn't make it back to back, but I don't know, man. This game always throws me wrenches and surprises, so I probably won't be shocked at whatever may happen here. All the way to the first seed. This game makes a ton of sense. MVP, Trae Young, Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year, Giannis Defensive Player, and Bobo Most Improved. I thought definitely was kind of a weird year last year where this team didn't make the playoffs at all. I mean, I thought, I didn't know if it would, be the top seed in the East, but at least gotta make the postseason. Jimmy Butler averaged 22 points per game this season, so that's good. I'll be a third team, all defense first team, and all defense second team. And it usually helps when Achua starts developing like crazy. And then the unfortunate part, it looks like and then Dinwiddie's 21 points per game, which is nice. Siakam with 19. But the unfortunate part is we have to play the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. Definitely not looking the most forward to that, but hopefully they don't have okay, so they have Harden and Kevin Durant, so they don't have Kyrie anymore. So hopefully that means we could beat them, but you know, it is still Harden and KD, so that's still gonna be tough to beat. But let's see what happens. Game 1, we're up 1-0, so 26 points, 25 and 10, 18 and 8. So we're definitely looking for a postseason run here. Game 2, we're up 2-0, so that's a good start. So we defend home court, start things out. All of our guys are contributing like crazy. It's definitely a fun sight to see. Although Siakam only attempting 2 shots in a game is kind of wild. But all right, game 3, we're up 3-0. I would tell you right now, if I did a DraftKings lineup, not that I play DraftKings anymore, and Siakam only took 2 shots, and I put him in my lineup, I'd be pissed. But it is what it is. It's 2K. So we lose game 4. And dude, we're not doing this, right? 2K, come on. We're not doing this where I'm up 3-0 and then the Brooklyn Nets are gonna magically tie the series and then beat us, right? We're not doing that today, right? No way, we're not doing this. 2K, please, I'm begging you, do not do this to me. I'm begging you with everything in my body right now. Please do not let me lose game 7 here. We're not the first seed, up 3-0. Just to lose here. Please, 2K. I am begging you, 2K. 2K, what are we doing? What are we doing? I was up 3-0, bro. What is this? We're up 3-0. We lost 4 straight? Are you kidding me? You gotta be crazy. There's no way that just happened. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe we just lost that. Dude, that makes me literally just want to just end the video right now. That literally just makes me want to just quit right now. Dude, like, how draining is that? We're up 3-0. We're the first seed. We lost to the 8th seed. When does that happen ever? Let alone lose 4 straight after you're up 3-0. That doesn't happen, bro. And the Pistons to the Pelicans in the NBA Finals, bro. This game is just so dumb, man. I promise you, bro. I promise you. If I chose a different YouTube path, I would not be playing this game. Alright, I'm just ranting now, bro. I guess we run it back one more time, right? I mean, what actually just happened, bro? Oh my. Okay. Well, let's get past the draft because we don't even have a pick. Achua. Qualifying offers, Kendrick Nunn, same thing, same song and dance. I mean, we were just good enough to be the first seed, but not good enough to obviously beat the 8th seed in the postseason. So I guess I'll sign Duncan Robinson and Kendrick Nunn back. I don't really, those 3 guys, these 2 guys obviously we want back. Kendrick Nunn has been a restricted free agent for ages now, so that definitely is fun as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I probably should sign someone else outside of Eric Bledsoe. We'll sign, we don't really need a center though. Man, dude, I cannot believe that. I guess we move, maybe we sign like Chris Dunn, so we'll have Kendrick Nunn and Dunn in the backcourt, maybe. So we'll have that, and then we'll move Kendrick Nunn to the backup shooting guard, I guess. All right, man. Well, let's run it back one more time, right? I mean, what else do we have to lose other than my sanity today? So let's go ahead and run it back one last time, and hopefully this time around that doesn't happen to me again, because I will not play this game anymore. We have 3 on top potentials to still use, so I guess I'll go ahead and throw Achua again. We'll throw the other one at Mr. Kendrick Nunn, and then with the last one at Duncan Robinson, because why not? All right, here we go. One last time. 4th seed in the East. Run it back to a 9-minute rotation, and yeah, let's just hope for the best here, man. Let's simulate one more time, and let's see what happens this year. Again, back on top of the world, 63-19 this year. Player stats, our team has gotten better overall wise. Siakam's up to a 90 now, so that's probably helped out a lot. Bam Adebayo with 18, and then Jim Butler still a 92, Dinwiddie 86, 90 pressure Achua. Like I said, Achua just develops insanely nice in this game. So, I mean, can we get past the first round? They have Cameron Reddish and Kawhi and Cade Cunningham, and I mean, if I lose in the first round, I'm just done today. And okay, we actually won. Holy crap. Maybe I just have to click simulate current round because that seemed to work pretty well. Simulate current round, and never mind. I'm out of here. Holy crap.